It's not that I just want the same things that I grew up on in media, or the exact same kind of writing for characters, or I don't want progress. I want that. In some ways, we do get that in film and television today. With all the advancements in technology that help filmmakers showcase realms of their imaginations in ways never seen before, the rise of streaming has its drawbacks, but it also has its positives. With more openings for more kinds of shows and films with decent budgets than in the past, enabling people with a vision more funding to make their visions truly soar to new heights. I also want diversity. I want representation of all kinds. I'm glad we are getting more of that, in all honesty. Films and shows that feature all kinds of leading men and women of all ages, races, and sexual identity. That is not the problem that I have with modern media. It's not that I'm directly against diversity and change in the content that comes out today. I'm just against it being forced, and the writers not doing these diverse characters justice by failing to give them personalities, charisma, or the ability to truly be great iconic characters, just because these individuals think that just making them a part of a certain group is enough. I'm against writers acting like if you're white or a man, you're inferior to others or an awful person. And I feel the same way if the roles were flipped and the writers wrote about white people being better than everyone else, or women being inferior to men. What's wrong is wrong, period. By shifting the target, you aren't actually enacting true change or progress. You're just going down the same path as before. I'm sick of being lectured to by people when it comes to how the world is really like I'm some kind of moron who needs reality spoon fed to me as if I never truly experienced it myself. I'm exhausted by the increasingly political leanings of modern media, where they seem to feel that explaining their political stance and why it's right is the only important thing in the story, and everything else is secondary or not even important at all. I want change and progress in modern media, but not at the price I feel it currently is. In my eyes, a forced change isn't truly change at all. Real change and progress comes with time and with the minds of many coming to realizations that things should be different. This is why throughout history we have had numerous movements. They didn't just happen because the law decided to force changes upon everybody, or writers decided that everyone should think a certain way. They happened because a large majority of people felt that change was needed, and they willingly went along with it. In a lot of these cases, the laws came after, but not before minds were changed and people realized their wrongs. You can't keep shoving square pegs into round holes and make any real progress. The majority of film and TV audiences wouldn't say anything about forced diversity if it was a more natural process, or the characters were written as strong people with likable personalities and real depth. There would be a select few who would still be as upset as ever because there always is when it comes to opinions. But the majority of them, including myself, wouldn't be talking about this so much if we felt it wasn't continuing to happen. Change and diversity is more than just a trend. It's something that's much bigger than that. And I just don't want to see it become a trend in modern media instead of a genuine movement. So, in conclusion, I am advocating for progress and change in the film and television industry, and I always have. But we are at the point now where, for the change to truly stick, we have to be better than we currently are at this. Not only for the future of media, but how diversity is represented. All kinds of people should have representation and a voice, but that voice should also be given a strong foundation so it can be heard and its message felt for decades to come.